10 organizing systems that most tidy homes have and most messy homes don't. We're starting with the most important thing, which is an action file. Surprisingly, very few people have this. Basically, what it is a spot for the papers you have to deal with. So bills you have to pay, something you have to sign, maybe it's an invitation that you have to RSVP. I'm not talking about reference type papers. It's like, this is extremely important type papers. Even if you pay your bills online, you still need a spot like this because everyone has important papers coming in every now and then. It cannot be a pile on your kitchen counter. What I recommend is where you normally pile to put a little file folder just like this, or if you're short on space, or if you're a visual organizer, using a magazine rack right on the wall close to where you naturally pile is like the perfect solution. You don't have to buy anything either though, like a basket, an old Tupperware container. The point is having a place and then setting a date with yourself every week to empty it and go through. So the same day every week, you deal with the paper and then you move on. This is key. And every time I go to a client's home, it's the first question I ask is, where do you put your important papers that you have to deal with right now? I spent the majority of my life as a super slob, and when I started getting organized, it was these systems that made all the difference. And now that I organize other people's homes, I'm really seeing that most homes who struggle with clutter and mess don't have these 10 systems. So I'm so excited to share them with you, and I'm hoping you count along and let me know how many of these you have in your home, and then let me know in the comments below. The second most important organizing solution is a command center, and mine has definitely evolved over the years. When my kids were younger, our command center was more geared towards kids' artwork and report cards and notes that had to be signed and library books that had to be returned. But now that our kids are older, we can go digital, but we still want it to be in a really visual spot. So this isn't sponsored or anything, but I definitely love this skylight frame. It has our entire family's schedule on here, and we can color coordinate it so every person's schedule can show up a different color. It also has our chore lists. It just has everything all in one place. Our meal planning, it runs our family. That's what a command center is all about. It's basically the instruction manual for your home. Speaking of that, another way that you can create a really quick kind of command center is just a household management binder. This is like the best tool I ever made. It is definitely an instruction manual for the house, but it also has important documents, instructions what to do in case of an emergency. It has all our medical information, all our pets' medical information is in here. Everything we need, including calendars, in one spot. So if I'm not here, or if something happens, or just, those things you always want to look up really quick, it's all together in our little household management binder. And these two things are so critical so that you don't have little piles of clutter and reminders and notes all over the house. Everything is in one place. If you want to make yourself a household management binder, I have two options for you on my website. I have a free basic household management binder that has all the sheets, and then I have the mega pack. It's only $5 and it has everything you need to create a really organized household management binder. A spot for all your really important documents and all of them together. Super key. We have like a little file drawer, not that one, it's this one, a little file drawer, but we also have a fireproof safe for things like the passports and birth certificates and social insurance cards. Let me tell you, friends, I cannot tell you how many times I've found birth certificates in the bathroom or passports just shoved in a random sock drawer. This stuff is important. Whether it's the deed to your house, your will, all of those things, friends, need to be contained in one spot, and better yet, make it a fireproof safe, which we have in the closet, but I don't want to show you right now. It's right here. It's right here. I'm not opening it because then you'll know the code. There's nothing in it but paper. I'm gonna put the cat in there. Come on, kitty. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Dude, come on. Let's go. Let's do this. We're moving on, friend. We're moving on to another. Meet the potatoes. Meet the potatoes. Hi, good boy. A A surprising number of people don't have a spot for their vacuum that's convenient, or their mop. I can't tell you how many homes I visit and it's right out in the kitchen because they use it all the time, but homes aren't built with proper storage. So creating a cleaning station is so important. You could do something as simple as installing an over-the-door rack for all of the cleaning supplies you use on a daily basis, putting a vacuum right in the closet, so decluttering stuff that doesn't belong. Or if you're short on space, you can do what we did in Emily's home. We built two cabinets that are pretty small, that are perfect in her entranceway. One is a coat closet and one for all of her cleaning supplies, including a spot to charge her vacuum. This is like life-changing, friends. So everyday cleaners all together should be close to the kitchen, and creating something like a tidy tote or a cleaning caddy somewhere else in your home is also key. So when you are cleaning the whole house at one time, you can just grab all those must-have cleaning supplies. They're already contained and you can run around and clean your house really fast. A zoned kitchen is also like crazy important, and you're probably doing this already, but what happens over time is things get mixed up. What I mean by this is having all the same categories of things contained together in your kitchen. So all your spices are together, all your food storage containers are together. And with your food, you even want to break it down so all your canned goods are together, all your soups are together, all your baking supplies are together. And where this goes wrong is as we buy things from Costco, we have like extra stuff. We stash it here, there, and everywhere. Or maybe your cabinets are full and you put cereal in with the cookies, in with the whatever. This makes preparing food hard. It just makes everything messier. So every few months, take out your food and rezone your kitchen. Make sure that you're containing like items together. It's pretty amazing how fast you're able to do this and how much time and effort you're gonna save and how much tidier your kitchen stays. You need a laundry system for every like stage of laundry in your home, which means obviously a spot for dirty clothes, like a dirty clothes hamper, and you're gonna put it in the washer and the dryer, but then where do you put it once it's clean? If you're one of those amazing people that immediately puts your clothes away, here's a gold star, ding ding. But if you're like me and you don't put it away right away, that's okay too. But you need a spot for those baskets to go that isn't the floor or your sofa or, on your kitchen table. Creating a little home like I did, just stacking your bins in one spot, means that you don't have clean clothes clutter all over your house. Another thing that you have to have are hooks for those clothes that are too dirty to put away but too clean to wash, like blue jeans, pajamas, hoodies. You know what I'm talking about. It can't be a chair, my friend. It can't be a pile on the floor. So hooks is perfect for that. And then of course, a spot to hang dry clothing. I just have a over-the-door hook with some hangers in our laundry room here. Whatever it is that you use, the point is create designated homes for all of the laundry throughout the entire cycle, because clothes clutter makes a big mess. So not sponsored, but I just wanted to show you why I love this so much. It's these little handles that flip in so that your laundry baskets actually stack on top of each other. So it's not spread, it's like contained, and you could just tuck it in a corner until you're ready to actually put your clothes away. Love this. This next system, I feel like every time I talk about it, it's controversial, okay? People are like, you don't need that. Just declutter that stuff. Listen, Susan, where do you put this stuff? What I'm talking about is a random household spot. It could be a drawer, but not a junk drawer, because that's the stuff you use all the time, like pens and scissors. And this is the stuff that like you kind of sometimes need, but it doesn't necessarily be used all the time, like carpet tape. I use this for my rugs. Or there's this, it cleans the dryer venty thing. There's pieces that I use if I ever get a table that isn't a high top table and I need to lower my light fixtures. Where would you put this? I'm not going to declutter it because I want that table. It's like all these type of things, little extra spare pieces and parts to things that are important. You need a home for this type of random stuff. And giving myself one bin is a limit. It's a little full. But when it's super full, I go through and I'm like, I actually don't need this. But just to say I don't ever need a spot for random stuff is crazy banana pants. Because what ends up happening is this ends up as clutter all throughout your house, sprinkled like clutter dust. So give it a home. You also want to give a home to those everyday things like batteries and light bulbs. I have decluttered hundreds of homes. I would say at least 50% of them have batteries, light bulbs, extra like felt pads for their furniture just everywhere. None of these things have an actual designated home. So creating separate bins and baskets that are labeled for these really important everyday use household items is like key to keeping your house organized all the time. Another organizing must-have that most tidy homes have is a spot for donations. Whether it's a bin in the bottom of your closet or even like a container in the garage, a place to put random things as you come across them that you no longer want. Because tidy people declutter all the time. It's just part of their daily life. When they come across something, they're like, oh, I don't need this. They don't put it back in the drawer. They put it in the donation bin. So creating a donation center somewhere in your home is key to helping you get the stuff out forever and not just having it be random clutter stuck in your house. Most of the cluttered kitchens that I go into have so much medicine. They don't have room for all their food and all their kitchen gadgets, but they're storing things like aspirin and band-aids in the kitchen. So what I would recommend is creating a solution for your medication and your first aid that you don't take every day. If you store the medicine you take every single morning in your kitchen, that makes sense. Your cough syrup doesn't make sense. So just have little baskets. I have these little turntables. I love them. Everything's sorted by allergy or pain, and it's really fast and easy to grab what you need. A linen closet is a perfect spot. Just decluttering a few of your extra sheets you don't use, adding some bins for your medicine and first aid means you can get it out of the kitchen and give it a proper home where it belongs. I hope you're feeling super inspired to get organized. Don't forget the Take Your House Back course ends really soon. If you want to get rid of clutter once and for all, join that course. I'm going to put a link down below. It's only open for a couple more weeks, and our live all-day declutter is Saturday, January 18th. Oh, it's going to be amazing. And if you want to do just a little bit every day and you don't want to spend money, I also have a free 30-day decluttering challenge so you can kick your house's butt in January. 2025 is your year to have a clean, beautiful, organized home. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. Oh, it's almost New Year's. I'm excited. Usually we go to Vegas for New Year's Eve. Here's why. I don't drink. I don't partake in any substances despite living in Canada where it's on every corner. I am very straight and narrow. Arrow, I'm a straight, it doesn't matter. The point is, I go to Las Vegas and I just let my freak flag fly. Joe babysits me and I have too much to drink. And there's usually like I'm embarrassing myself, but I get it all out of my system so that I can come back and be like all year. You know what I mean? Except this year we're not going. So like friends. What am I gonna do? Last time I went to Vegas, I saw one of you while I was very intoxicated and you came up to say hi and you were like, oh, you're Clutterbug, I love you. And I didn't want you to know that I was intoxicated, so I ran away. I went, oh, and I just ran away from you. So I apologize, but my point is, friends, I need some exciting ways to get out all my, pent up teenage angst in a short amount of time that doesn't involve alcohol or drugs because my children are going to be around me and I don't want them to see me like that. So like, what can I do? Hire I almost said hooker. Don't hire a hooker, guess. Let me think. I'm thinking. I really don't know. And I'm not like a jump out of an airplane type person because I don't like to pretend I'm dying. I want to live, friends. I just want to get it out of my system. Do you know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. Right you just want to be wild sometimes. So what can I do that's wild but safe here in my own home? Oh, you're thinking some kinky stuff. I know you are. Well, see you guys next time. Ah, I was thinking about all the things I could do, like dressing Joe up like the pizza delivery man and he ding dongs, or like a plumber, but my kids are home. My kids are home. There'll be no weird role playing. So let's just take all that kink off the table. Other things, friends, that we can do. I got nothing. All right, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.